Shalom, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, Great Millstone. Salutation, y'all can teach all truth and sincerity. Um, this will be called, Thou hast said that they are nothing. And that's talking about the heathen nations. The Most High, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, he doesn't care about you heathen nations at all. He doesn't care about you Moabites. He doesn't care about you. You Moabites are the Chinese. He don't care about you so-called Chinese, which are the Moabites. He don't care about you Japanese, which are the Ammonites nations. Um, he don't care about you East Indian, which are Elam. He don't care about you Arab nations, which are Ishmael. He don't care about you um, Japhites, which are the Hawaiians and the Polynesians and maybe and some Philippines individuals, because a lot of Philippines individuals are, some of them, most of them are Jake, and a big portion of them is Japhet, you know. So and then he don't care about you Hamites nations, which are so-called Africans. He don't care about you so-called Africans. Um, and he don't care about you Edomites, especially Esau. He hates you. You Amalekites, so-called Jews, um, and Esau in general. He doesn't. The Lord doesn't love you so-called white people who are the red Hebrew Edomites. You know, he totally made you without no pigment, because that's how much hatred he has for you. You know. And anyway, this is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. It says, "Behold, the nations are as a drop as a bucket, and are counted as small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing." So, you nations outside of Israel are considered nothing to the Most High. Um, as a drop of water out of a bucket that falls to the ground. That's how much. Uh, that's how much the Most High cares about you. Cares very little, you know, because Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. This is Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. It says, "For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." So the Most High, he chosen um, only the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, and those that are scattered amongst the heathen, that are of the same lineage. That he only chose those particular individuals as his holy people, his peculiar special people above all people upon the face of the earth. Because we're above you heathens. You heathens are beneath us, and that's what you are going to be in the future. You're going to be captives beneath the nation of Israel. Only nation of Israel, only kings can walk on golden streets. You know, you know, you know. I'm going to Second Esdras 6 verse 54. Second Esdras 6 verse 54. It says, "After these Adam also, whom thou mayest lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Um, all this have uh, have I spoken before thee, because because all people have come from Adam, all creatures, all you know, all the people of the earth who are so-called human come from Adam. But the Most High had a chosen, and He chose the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He chose Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the 12 patriarchs to be His chosen people to represent Him on the earth. He did not choose no other nation besides that. So, mm, and this world was made for our sakes. It wasn't made for the heathen's sake to have. This everything in this world is ours, including you heathens. All your lands, all your possessions is ours. It doesn't belong to you. No matter what you say, no matter what you think, it don't belong to you. It's all ours. And sooner or later very soon you're gonna have to cough all those things up, because you're not gonna have those things while you're in captivity. Mm-mm. You know, read verse 56. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. It has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth out of a vessel. So like water that drops to the ground. That's how much of that's how much those people are what's the word that's how much the Lord cares about these heathens. They're like a drop that fall out a vessel. He don't care anything about you heathens, you know, because you're not gonna care. We're not gonna care about water that drops to the ground. It's on the ground, you know. You know, you either get more water, or we'll just forget it, you know, because it fell. You know, it probably wasn't. You know, I probably wasn't supposed to drink it. But anyway, that's how much the Lord cares, because He considers these nations as nothing. It says, "And now, O Lord, behold, the heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us." You know, that's what they did. They devoured us and brought us down and put us in captivity. You know, mm. And sooner or later they're gonna be brought down and put in captivity, but this time they're going to captivity and being servants unto us forever. You know, even when they go back to their land, they're still gonna have to serve us. Um, you know, like the scriptures say that they should have continual employment. You know, in the kingdom to come. So this is Isaiah chapter 41 verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. You know, uh, because the Most High he made an everlasting covenant with our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and 12 patriarchs, and He chose those that us as a nation to represent Him on the earth. He didn't do that to no other nation, like the scriptures say. I have let me see, sorry, my um. Mm, mm. Well, basically, I it basically talks about He had dealt no other nation, and none of them know His judgments. Basically, is it 1920 or I keep forgetting because it's like, but I know it's in Psalms where it talks about how the Lord had dealt with no other nation besides Israel, and for those statutes and judgments, these other nations have not known, you know, Him. because he only dealt and gave the law, statute, commandments, and the covenant to Israel only. And, you know, if anybody want to find that scripture and want to write it in the comments, then I'll be alright with that. You know, and I'll probably say the water. You know, because I'm right now I can't really think of it, and I gotta go. So I'm gonna say all praise and glory to you. How about Shim Yahshua, about Shim Kakadash, the ones to the Apostle Great Millstone, and citation I can teach all truth, sincerity, and shalom.